the FHA loan. We're going to talk about why FHA, what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses, what do you need to know before you contract on your next house about FHA. So let's dive in. First, it starts with credit score. If your scores are above 600, you're in the door. It's the first step of qualifying for FHA. Another good benefit is the mortgage insurance. So the good thing about mortgage insurance through an FHA loan is you're not penalized for that score being at 600. So whether your score's a 600 credit score or a 780 credit score, that mortgage insurance premium is gonna be the same. So that's a pretty good advantage if your scores are the lower side of that spectrum. Next is down payment. That minimum investment is 3.5% of your sales price. A nice sweet spot for first-time buyers. Conventional also has a 3% down option. 5% is the general requirement for conventional, but that 3% sweet spot seems to be a really nice bullet point for our first-time buyers that are buying out their properties. Next is flexible guideline requirements. You won't really get to see that one, but I can tell you that since it's backed by the government, if you're qualifying through an FHA loan, there's just much more flexibilities than if you were to finance through conventional. So those are some cons. Let's talk about what are the disadvantages. What's the dirt on this program? Starting off with mortgage insurance. So if you finance FHA, good thing is about mortgage insurance, stays consistent. The bad thing is it stays consistent on the loan. So it doesn't remove until you refinance or until you pay off the mortgage. So there's no requirement for that mortgage insurance to remove. That's one disadvantage of FHA. Second is if your scores are high, if you're at a 7, if you're higher scores, you're gonna get most likely a better option conventional. So you wanna know what those advantages and disadvantages are. Not every story is going to be the same. There are some instances where you have higher scores, but FHA is still the better option to go through. So case by case on that one. The next one, hidden dirt, is when you're making an offer in a market like we're in today, where there's just so many people purchasing, not enough properties. An FHA loan is not going to be the stronger pre-approval out there. The conventional side is just going to take over an FHA loan most of the time. It doesn't mean that if you're approved by FHA that you're not going to contract. You will contract. It'll just probably take a little more offers than if you were pre-approved through a conventional loan. The reason behind it is going back to how these loans are backed. There's requirements for property condition that FHA will require that conventional is not. So with that, the sellers and the realtors believe that in some cases the conventional offers is going to be a little more attractive. So those are the pros and the cons before you dive into FHA. Every scenario is different, but if you want to know what your picture looks like between conventional or FHA, or what does that mean to you, let us know. We'd love to walk you through all that. I hope you guys got some value from today's video. Look forward to seeing you again. Bye.